Hi guys, Bomber here. Welcome back to the channel. So, today we just finished our second stream. I should have recorded something from the first stream, but that wasn't possible because we were doing the gauntlet, which went quite badly. Anyway, so before we start, please consider subscribing, actually following me also on Twitch. The link is in the description. If you want to see this type of content beforehand. Basically, from now on, this is also like an update to the channel video, something like that. Basically, from now on, I plan on streaming what I would record instead, like the matches from a deck. I will pick the best videos, the best matches from that particular deck, and then add an intro like I'm doing right now with a deck analysis like I usually do. So it's pretty much the content is getting better because I can choose from a variety of games instead of just trying to record the first the win or loss of the match of the deck in that particular video, and then upload that. Instead, now I can like play 10 matches, choose on the stream, which you can follow of course on Twitch, and then choose like the best match, the most informative, instructional video, educative video out of that, and then yeah, upload that with an intro as I'm doing right now. So yeah, that's probably the longest intro I've ever done, so let's jump into the deck analysis real quick. So the deck we are going to look at currently, one of the best meta tier deck, S tier, whatever you want to call it, is the discard aggro, which actually has been quite popular for quite a while now, and lately it reached the S tier rank. Just because all other types of aggressive strategies were nerfed pretty recently, but the discard aggro were pretty much untouched for all of them, all of the nerfs to the aggressive strategies, and so that's obviously one of the most performing ones currently, and so that's why it's on S tier. Basically taking care of all the control and min range that could instead arise if this wasn't an answer to those lower strategies. But so yeah, the deck plan is pretty simple. You just want to either burn them out with an insane like whiteboard, thanks to our Spider, Arena Battlecaster mainly, and also the Poro Cannon, which is actually a very key piece in this deck, because it acts both like a discard tool at 0 mana and burst speed, which is quite insane, and also as a white summoner, if you think about it. It is basically a 2 mana summon 2 1/1s with elusive, if you look at it this way. Of course you have to discard a card for that. So yeah, it has its cost, which is in the discard, but actually in this type of deck is a benefit, of course, if you want to discard things like Jury Rig or more expensive stuff like Vision, which also of course synergizes again with the strategy. So yeah, that's more like a general concept of the deck. You want to go wide and be aggressive, or in certain type of matches you want to outvalue your opponent, because thanks to cards like Jinx or Augmented Experimenter, which can refill your instead pretty aggressive nature, you can refill on value and cards with those cards alone, basically. So for example, talking about matchups, for example, if you're up against an aggressive strategy, this deck is actually not the best. Ironically, it's not the best at being very, very aggressive. So against a very fast deck, you don't want to clash against those type of strategy with the same type of strategy, because you will actually lose most of the times, because probably all other aggressive decks are faster than you. So instead you want to switch to the control side instead, which is again pretty ironical. But yeah, so try to get your Jinx, try to level her up as soon as possible, and then the value that your Jinx will generate, even more if you are sure that your opponent's deck doesn't run removal, so pretty much your Jinx is unanswerable. And yeah, she will draw a lot of cards. Of course, you can nuke their board with the what's the name, the super mega death rocket, and also burn them out this way. So she can be quite a control tool if you use them right. So against an aggressive deck, my tip is that, of course, you obviously want still to push a bit of pressure. Like also get some blockers like our Spider. So Spider is actually a very good card, both at dealing pressure and as a blocker, a white blocker. So yeah, first develop your survive the early game, but then rely on your Jinx mainly, which is very strong. You can obviously fish for air with Augmented Experimenter, Ramage, Zanet Urchin, so either try to get the Jinx or draws, which will possibly draw the Jinx. Instead, against a mid-range deck, it's kinda 50-50. You want to try to push a lot of damage in the early game, and then if you manage to do so, then try to burn them out, for example with Get Excited, or the Jinx, as I said, or other overwhelms like Crowd Favorite or the elusives from the Poro Cannon. But if that fails, then of course you have still to rely on the Jinx game plan, basically. Instead, against control decks, you want to be the aggro deck that you are, and so try to get a very nice curve and burn them out before they can actually, also against combo, that's the same thing, if you're an aggro, so yeah, just try to kill them as soon as possible. In some occasions, maybe Jinx will save you in the long run. If you didn't manage to kill them as fast as possible, then probably Jinx can help you for a turn or two to refill and try to get your burns or that little, those little points of damage that you need to finish off the game. But yeah, of course, against a control deck you will lose in the long run, so try to end the game very quickly. And so yeah, guys, that's really quite a simple deck to explain, but actually it has a lot of intricacies in it. Like, for example, most of the times you have to really consider what do you want to discard. For example, in certain matchups, you kind of want to discard Jinx, for example, even more if you have like 2 copies of them. It's kind of painful to do so, to discard a champion. Like, yeah, so that's really a core concept of the mechanic of discarding, because people usually want to play their cards, they don't want to discard them and not get a chance to play them. But actually it's one of the most important things to know what to discard and when to discard it. For example, as I said, in a control deck, if you have to develop a 1-drop, which could be like the Daring Poro, you kind of have to discard a Jinx if you don't have a 1-drop in any other way. So yeah, that's like only one of the examples, but yeah, the skill level on this deck is quite high, because you have to consider at every moment in time what you want to discard and when. So yeah, guys, that's it for the deck analysis. So I will leave you to one of the matches that I played on my stream. Again, the link to the Twitch channel is in the description. If we manage to get like 100 followers in there, that would be kinda amazing. Like, we are almost at, I probably think that we reached 400s here on YouTube. So if I can convert like 1/4 of that public, basically, that would be, that audience, that would be pretty insane. So yeah, I leave it to the stream. Okay, a bit of a disconnection here. But now we are up against Kalista and Freeze, which is kinda interesting. Poro Cannon on turn 1, it feels kinda nice. But probably Zanet Urchin, we'll probably keep a Zanet Urchin. You know what, let's just go for Poro Cannon and Flame Chompers and then try to get something else. Yeah, Draven and Jinx, it's a pretty good start, because against this deck, which is also very aggressive, and it could have some burn potential in the form of Atrocity. Having elusive stuff, which is not so good at dealing with. If we can buff them with stuff like Vision, etc., it would be pretty nice. And we can have discard activators thanks to Draven's spinning axes and stuff like that. So yeah, now I wonder, since we are starting to stream, they could possibly snipe my stream and know which card I have in hand. So maybe now I will start thinking that every time my opponent is waiting, he's probably sniping me. But yeah, I'm too like little to dream for that. We can summon another Flame Chompers, which I probably want to do because I need another Flame Poro. So we are pushing 3 points of elusive damage by turn 2, which is okay, that's fine. Not the best, but if we did get a Vision, if we do get a Vision, we could still get that next turn with Draven as well, the Spinning Axe that will discard it. That would be pretty amazing. So yeah, let's just deal damage. let's just pass. Okay, get excited. Not the best here. We don't really have a blocker for these. And we're taking quite a bit of damage. I can probably restart with a Draven. I can play a Draven here so that he can block the Mist Raid. And we can even spring Axe preemptively to try and level up. Yeah, kinda. It's pretty risky, but I want to do that. We could have a light feast though. But yeah, let's take some risks. Okay, Mark of the Isles. That's interesting. But yeah, it was pretty much wasted there. We still get the spinning axe, so that we can kill the Stygian onlookers with the flame chompers. Even at burst speed. I think that we can safely go for Jinx, even by not even attacking, because we take advantage of the quick attack, since we are attacking, and we will have either to choose if he wants to take the damage or if he wants to sacrifice. So, okay, now he pretty much denied all our daring poros, but at least, I mean, the get excited. Yeah, I don't know, probably let's just attack with Jinx and keep everything else. We'll probably sacrifice the Stygian onlooker. Or maybe yeah, he could even take the damage. He's probably confident now that he can burn us out before we do. The red color. Oh, very, very unlucky for him. Very unlucky for him. Very, very nice for us, though. So we can probably Zanet or Chin, but no, probably let's wait. And I mean, let's. What kind of removals could he have? Really nothing. We can even try to level up Jinx immediately. So let's probably discard the get excited, so that then we can have. Then I'm thinking here. So I kinda like to block the stuff. So let's just remove a fearsome attacker, which we can't really block. Yeah, you see, every time the timer goes up and down based on that, which is fine. Something that I like, because usually I'm a fast player while I'm not streaming, at least. I don't know if I am still while streaming. So this will mean that every other will be faster when he plays against me. And yeah, he could punish us by not attacking here, but he kinda has a very good attack, so there is no way that he's not attacking. He's dealing 7 damage. So we can. I kinda like to trade this, and then we take the 7 damage. Unfortunately, we are pretty. Like, we could die from an atrocity and the beast. Not really. I mean, we have to kill the red color.
Thinking more pew-pewing.
And but yeah, at least we are rerolling. Yeah, it's kind of risky, but of course we can't really block with Jinx, so it is kind of. I think that we have to do. Okay, get excited to burn him out. Nice. And also get more burn. Yeah, I did say already that it's a way to discard scars from N.
Less thinking, more pew-pewing.
Okay, he's passing. Okay, now we can get rid of a blocker with Stygian onlooker. Wow, that's very nice. The Augmented Experimenter is very nice. And I probably want to remove the fearsome attacker, just because again we don't have really an answer to that. Well, I did not see that we had 1 mana spell, and and I will just put this on the rocket. Okay, also Ramage, very nice. Jury. So we have already a kind of a way to discard our war hand.
We shall not rest until all betrayers pay.
Okay, we do have a blocker for Kalista with the Augmented Experimenter. So let's first go for this. Pale Cascade, okay, doesn't want that to die, which is understandable.
Yeah.
So let's just so we can I think we can safely do that, so that he has to kinda sacrifice the Red Collar or the Kalista. Then we can also safely attack with these, not that, but these also. So now this is a pretty threatening attack, and he kinda has to sacrifice some good stuff, which is going to lose the attack too. So yeah, it doesn't really matter. He could have a Pale Cascade, but it is better that if he plays it right now, so that he won't have that for later. So yeah, he has a Pale Cascade. This play is kinda risky though, because we can next turn discard our whole hand first, so we can get rid of Kalista. But yeah, it's better for us, so I'm not complaining. Card favorite, also very nice. And another Augmented Experiment. Wow, this is looking very good. So yeah, we can get rid of Kalista, and then we can go for another rocket. Let's see what he plays first. Could have the beast. That's pretty bad for us, but we can get rid of the Kalista, and then we kind of have to block the Frenzied Skitter. We do have a second Augmented Experimenter. So yeah, do I want to be greedier? He could have what's the name? The Glimpse Beyond. So no, let's just be safe and kill the Kalista, because if I try to kill the Frenzied Skitter, so that then I can threaten the Kalista kill with the rocket. But then he could have had a Glimpse Beyond, and they could have leveled that up, so no, I don't want to risk, since we are kind of winning here. And yeah, that was a very, very good game. Very tense, very tense. So yeah, guys, as you've seen, we did showcase a deck, basically a matchup against not so very aggressive deck. So that was the first of the one matchups. Let me know in the comments if you want to actually see more matches, or if you just like this, like the deck analysis at the beginning. Most of you say that they do like, indeed, that kind of deck analysis. And then just was one match to like get the feel of the deck. And know some of the main interaction that the deck can play. So yeah, let me know in the comment what kind of content would you like. I always hear to every feedback that you guys say, so yeah, that would help a lot. And also, if you want to connect more with me, even more than again, connect to Twitch, so that you can have kinda a live interaction with me, of course. Like, if you have a particular question on a play I make during a match, you can do that on Twitch while I stream, so that's very important. But also you can enter my Discord server, link still down below, where we can chat all together, all with the community, and have a more like a friendly type of chat. So yeah, that's it probably. Today I promoted myself like a madman, but yeah, it's kind of what you have to do. So that's it for this video. Hope you liked it and find it useful, and as always, see ya!